It's JP from NECC, NewEnglandCopChases.com. We are at the Manchester Courthouse, and if y'all don't know, I was arrested about 2 weeks ago for a warrant that Manchester Police put out for me filing a complaint on a police officer, Detective Aaron Brown of the Ghost Unit. They assigned a guy named Sergeant Sanders, C. Sanders it says, which is Aaron Brown's boss. They're in the same unit together. So I'm going to read what I'm being accused of. Basically, I filed a complaint on a cop, and they're charging me for it. So, committed a crime of false swearing, knowingly affirmed official written and verbal statement alleging that he was assaulted by Detective Aaron Brown, which he did. He did push me twice. To Sergeant Sanders, which he did not believe to be true, was made for the purpose of misleading Sergeant Sanders, who is a law enforcement officer of Manchester Police Department. But little do they know, I was making that statement prior, freehand. So this is 1 out of 2 charges. It basically says the same thing: false swearing and filing a false report. I'm currently going to be represented by a very good attorney. He's a civil rights attorney named John Meyer, and he's representing me in this case and possible further litigation in civil court. Depending on how this goes, I'm probably going to file anyway in federal. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. We're just going to play this out. But I don't see any judge here allowing this to happen to the people of the public and the people of Manchester, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And Dave Ridley, thanks for calling in at FTL last night, and you're welcome, no problem, for going to the Goffstown prison for you. And I appreciate your kind words that you said. And I also want to say, I want to make a public apology about Ian Freeman. There's been some in-house drama in Keene lately, and people get pissed off. So I just want to apologize for that and try to patch things up. He asked for a general apology, so this is it. I think both of us were in the wrong, so we'll just keep it at that and keep the drama off the air. But when people start working together, when they're going against the state, we need all the help we can get. And I'm really good at the cop shit, and he's really good at the political shit. So, why shouldn't we work together, right? And I also want to thank Chris Wade for getting me here at least twice, and following me an hour and 45 minutes behind a cruiser when I got arrested and bailing me out. So I owe a nice cleaning on his car and much more. He's kind of been a guardian angel. So I thank you for him. He's also a co-host of Free Talk Live on Friday night, so if you guys want to chime in on that and tune into Dave Ridley's channel called The Ridley Report. He's one of the best journalists and freelance journalists in New Hampshire. He's really good at the political stuff and keeping these little towns, politicians, bureaucrats in line. I've always been a fan since I started the activism. It seems like he's a fan of me because he stuck up for me on Free Talk Live last night. But I want to say thank you, and thank you everybody for helping me out through this whole entire process. And stay tuned for more video. We're going to try to catch some cops today and this weekend, and Bike Week coming up, which is the largest law enforcement gathering in New Hampshire yearly. So there's roughly about 300 to 350 police officers surrounding the area of Laconia. State police, sheriff's departments, local towns, law enforcement, even campus safety's there, and we're going to try to keep them on their toes. Peace. Oh, don't